Yeah, I mean, I think it's exciting for our players to see the name flash up. I think it's exciting for the players to hear Ben McDonald and Kyle Peterson, talk about Purdue and kind of highlight us a little bit. So, it's good. I mean, we've played on a national level this year with the type of schedule that we played. I think especially going out to UCLA on our bye weekend late in the season. Not too many teams were doing that. So I think they have a little bit of a national spotlight on us right now. I think it's very deserving, of our players.
So much you know. I mean, you got to know a little bit about Valpo, right? You played them over the years. Didn't play them this year, obviously, but you know a little bit about receivers.
Yeah, we do. I mean, they were on our schedule last year. I think we got rained out against them last year. They were not on our schedule this year, but we'll probably know a few of their players, of the older players, but we'll get scouting reports, and again, I think it's going to be a little bit more about us at this time. Because you can scrounge around for scouting reports and whatnot, but bottom line is that we're going to have to make those pitches that we're capable of making and making the plays that we're capable of making, and obviously getting the timely hits. So things aren't going to change much for us. I mean, whether they have somebody that throws 90 plus or their number one guy's more of an 84, 85, 86 guy that can really pitch. So we're just going to keep taking the same type of approach of preparing our guys.
Just the draw overall, what do you think of Kent State, Kentucky?
Well, we kind of expected Valparaiso to be in it. We knew it was either going to be Kent State or an Indiana State. Maybe the fact that we'd already played Indiana State, they pushed them somewhere else. But and then whether it was going to be a Pac-12, an SEC, an ACC quality team, we knew that there was going to be somebody in there. So. Kentucky, great program, great season, a little bit like us. I mean, we've kind of had, although maybe we were expected to do some of what we're doing, I think Kentucky is a real surprise. So, but we both had the type of seasons. I don't think people probably expected it for us to do it on this level. So I think it'll be neat. You got two teams that have done some pretty special things this year, hopefully getting a chance to square off.
In the preseason, when you guys were writing out goals or whatever, I would imagine that you've hit a couple of them already. This one was probably one too. I mean, it's been pretty impressive that some of the things that you guys set out to do, you've already accomplished, right?
Well, and it is. I mean, we talk about getting a 3.0 cumulative GPA for the team, which they achieved that. We talk about this year we talked about 38 wins. We just felt 38 wins. One is a school record. Two, if we get 38 wins, it's going to give us a good chance with the type of schedule to have that, at-large bid, to be able to get into postseason. Sure, we want to win the Big Ten Conference. We want a regular season. We want to win the Big Ten tournament, and we're able to get those. But then the last part of our goal is 5, and we talk about it takes 5 wins to get to Omaha. So, that's what we're looking at. So this is our first track at trying to get number 1 out of those 5 wins that it's going to take. We're still taking this weekend approach as pretty much another, even though we know it's not necessarily an extension of the regular season, but we're going to take that same type of preparation approach that, we're playing Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it's a 3-game series, and, we've got to, we've got to, obviously do well to give ourselves a chance to win that weekend series.
You feel like you guys are playing pretty well again, after dropping the 2 of 3 in Iowa, to come back and play, sort of an intense, three close games, over the weekend in Columbus.
Yeah, and those games were very similar to a lot of the games during the regular season. I mean, again, people are going to look at it and go, well, we went 3-0 in the conference tournament. We breezed through it. Anybody that watched those games knew that we did anything but that's the way that the season's gone. I mean, we've won a lot of games, but I mean, all the games have been close up through those middle innings, and we found a way to make a good pitch to keep us in it. A timely hit, or bunch something together at the end of the game, or obviously, make the defensive plays to separate ourselves. But we did that against Ohio State. We got great pitching, and we only scored 3 runs the first time against Indiana, and then we squeaked out a 6-5 game again against the Hoosiers. So, but yeah, being in that type of environment, I think just kind of blends into this. I think being at Huntington Park. We're on the road again, and so we were off campus, in that type of facility, and we'll be doing the same thing here for a regional.
Trying to make Gary the home as best you can, I guess.
Well, the NCAA didn't by putting Valpo in there. Right now, I think Yeah, I mean, I would definitely call out to all Boiler Nation to try to come out and support us, because we want this to be a well-attended tournament. And, it's a shame that our players don't have a home field advantage, that we're not playing on campus in front of our home community, in front of our home crowd. So we really need the support of all the Purdue fans, whether it's from the West Lafayette area or the Northwest Indiana area, or just from wherever. We see people come on campus for basketball games at 14,000 that come from all over. It's the same thing, football games at 50,000 plus. This stadium holds 6,500. We'd like to see it, filled for our games. We don't want to be out attended by Valparaiso fans, and they're going to have an advantage because they're close, or even Kentucky, a team that might travel real well. So, I think our guys are very deserving of this opportunity, but hopefully we can make them feel important and special by,